Okay, this is another one I've wanted to do for a while now. The reason why I held off was because, well, I said it before. I'm not a daily watcher of GH General Hospital. Also, I wasn't entirely sure they were gonna have um, memorial and everything for the character because I've seen it where actor or actress dies, and sometimes they don't make the character die as well. So um, I wasn't entirely sure they were going to do it, and but I have to say that I'm kind of glad they did it because I think that Jacqueline Zeman, and also I wanted to point out the reason why I didn't use the actress's name was I wasn't sure how you spell Jacqueline because some people spell it like Jacklyn, and some people spell it Jaclyn. So I didn't want to be disrespectful. Um, okay, but I remember when Bobbie Spencer came onto the soap opera because they were trying to give Luke Spencer's character some backstory. So they brought in his sister, Barbara Jean, which they shortened to Bobbie Spencer. Um, as far as I know, she was always a nurse, although I don't know. See, I don't like to speculate, so I don't like to talk about things I'm not entirely sure of. So I do know she was a nurse for a long time, and she was older, obviously. I mean, so what I'm saying is she took the new nurses under her wing and helped them out. I am aware of that, and I think as far as relationships go, uh, she and Laura Spencer got along fine, but she had a very contentious relationship with her own daughter, Carly. Um, Also, though, uh, this was kind of spicy back in the day because Carly tried to take her husband away from her, Tony. Um, so, yeah. Um, and then, let's see. Oh, she always helped Elizabeth Weber. Um, and and then the saddest storyline, which is one of those that will make you cry no matter what. Okay, so Barbara Jean, BJ, needed a heart, or no, Maxie needed heart transplant. Um, I don't know why. I guess she had a bad heart. I don't know the entire backstory, but I do know she needed a heart transplant. Then Barbara Jean, BJ, was in an accident. And I remember kind of because you have to remember I was very young when this actually happened. It was sometime in the 80s. Um, and I was born I'm gonna out myself. I was born in 82. Okay. So anything that kind of happened in the 80s up until 89 is kind of a wash. Um, so But I do remember that Max needed a heart, and it was a bad storyline. And of course, they wanted her to live, but they were like, "Where is this heart going to come from?" And then BJ was in a bad accident, and I guess they wrote it so they couldn't help her out. And so the saddest moment in history, well, one of them, I think, is when they both parents find out that BJ was the one to give her heart to Maxie. So, in effect, one character had to die for the other character to live, obviously. But the scene when they're in the hospital, but in the waiting part, and you see Bobbie on one side and Felicia on the other side, and they're both crying like buckets. Yeah, you can get emotional. So it reminded me because I guess as part of the tribute, they had the scene again. Um, when they're both parents and they hug and cry. Yeah, that broke me. Um, so yeah. But I guess the good part is there, if there can be one, was Bobby or BJ's spirit brought people together or made them realize their arguments and everything were petty. And I don't know who the actress is who plays BJ's spirit, but she is a complete resemblance of Bobby from way back then. You can tell that she could be her daughter, you know. So I like that. Um, but it was really strange because I enjoyed it and I was like, I don't know if I should be enjoying this because, somebody died to make this happen. So it was kind of weird for a second. But then I just cried. So, oh yeah. It really pulled the heartstrings, and like I said, I'm glad they did it. And mm, I think it was good that Drew and Carly were together for this. And I think that is going to make everybody, I hope, realize that whatever they think is really important is not. And yeah, I just hope that the lessons from the storyline carry through for a couple months or even a year. But that's